Today, we're going to be talking about how to use the app SORA to enhance your classroom read alouds or joyful reading on your own. The new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book is out. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hot Mess by Jeff Kinney. What are some different ways that you might access this book so that you can read it and find out what happens next? Yes, you might buy a physical copy from a bookstore, right? Walk in with money, walk out with a book. You might borrow it from the public library, right? We have 26 in this city that you can go into and ask, do you have Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Hot Mess? You might borrow it from the school library. You might come to your school librarian, like myself, and say, where is the new Diary of a Wimpy Kid book? I want to read it. Or you might borrow it from a friend, right? Maybe a friend bought it. Maybe they got it for the holidays and they can let you borrow it. What about reading the book on your tablet or device? How would we do that? We can use a digital library, one that only school kids in DC have access to, called SORA. That means you're not competing with the whole city for the book, right? If you go to the public library, so might every other kid in the city, right? No matter what school they go to. Using SORA, which we're going to learn about today, you can log into your device at school or at home and access these books digitally, right? They'll appear on your screen just like these slides appear on your screen. And you can click through them and read the whole book all by yourself. So what is SORA? I've been saying this word. What is it? SORA is an application or an app, like TikTok is an app, right? An application that we can use to access books. So sometimes your book is printed right in front of you. Sometimes it's on the screen to read. SORA is part of the Libby or Overdrive company. If you've heard an adult in your life talk about Libby or reading using Overdrive, then you've heard of SORA. However, SORA is just for school kids. It's the school library version of Libby. DCPS, District of Columbia Public Schools, has our own SORA library that only DCPS kids and educators can access with their login information. You can log into our SORA using Clever and then search by book title or author or keyword to help find the book you want. Just like our school library, if the book is on the shelf, it will say borrow. You'll pull it off the shelf or press that borrow button and check it out to start reading it right away. But sometimes the book isn't on the shelf. If the book isn't on the shelf in our physical library or in the SORA digital library, you'll hit that button that says place hold. You'll click place hold and the app will then call you or alert you or ping you when the person currently reading it returns that so that it's your turn to borrow it. Here's how we access Clever. We're going to go through it with just our words, and then we're going to watch it happen on the screen. You go to your Clever app on your tablet or soraapp.com. So the word SORA, S-O-R-A, plus the word app, app.com. You find your school. I know we all go to an individual school, right? We go to Van Ness Elementary. Some people go to Shirley Chisholm Elementary. We are all together under the District of Columbia Public School System. So we search for that name. If you let the app use your location, it probably knows that you're in the District of Columbia and you can select District of Columbia Public Schools. You'll click the blue button that says sign in. Click the Clever key button because you're going to log in using Clever. And then you'll log in with your DCPS login, either your Clever badge or if you know your login and password. Once you've done that, you can start exploring, which is what we're going to do now. I am going to show you how to log in and get started using SORA. So I have gone to SORA app. Be careful, you have two A's, .com. Oop. I've logged into this website before, so it already knows me. It knows where I am, but we're going to pretend that it doesn't. I'm going to say, not my school. And we'll say, yes, use my location. It's asking, can we look around and see if we can figure out where you are? Yes, use my location. We talked about this where I'm choosing the District of Columbia Public Schools. And then I'm going to sign in using my Clever. I've already recently logged in, so it's not going to ask me to do that. I'm already logged into Clever on my device. So if you're already logged in, you'll do the same thing. Here on our homepage, it tells me what day it is, and it shows me what books I'm already reading. These are books we're reading in the library right now. But say you want to find that new book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. We're going to go down here to the Explore button with our binoculars to explore. We can go up to the search bar and type in Diary of a Wimpy Kid Hot Mess, especially if we know we want that newest one. And we found it. Here we go. It shows me who wrote it. It shows me what number it is in the series, which is super useful. Uh-oh, someone else is reading it right now. So what I can do is I can place a hold. Uh-oh, I already have a hold on something. But if I place a hold and I don't have a hold on anything else, then I will be on the holds list for this. What if I don't have a specific book in mind? I just kind of want to find something to read. I'll go back to this home page or this explore page. I'll go down and I'll look at the different groups. So look, it shows me a bunch of new ebooks that are here. I'll open those up and see if any of them excite me. A lot of these are available now, right? They're on our library shelf. We can say borrow. If you're not sure if it's the right book for you, maybe you can't tell if it's a picture book or a chapter book. You want to make sure it has graphic novels, things like that. You can read a sample. So let's read a sample of Montgomery and the Case of the Golden Key. I can see it's won an award. And when I open it up, I see it's a chapter book. But here the words are right on the page, right? I can click through them as I read it. Just like I would have the book in front of me, I have the words in front of me here. Maybe I don't want to read that one. So I say, I'm going to go to something else. Maybe I do want to read a Diary of a Wimpy Kid book, right? It's okay if it's not the most recent one. I just want to read one of them. So I search Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and look, the first one is available. Maybe I want to start at the beginning. I hit borrow. Here it is. The book is now available for me to read on my device. I can click through it. I can read it at my own pace. When my teacher says, oh, quiet reading time is over, I can go back. And Diary of a Wimpy Kid is going to be on my shelf for 2 weeks. So maybe I have a little bit of time to read every day, and that's what I want to do. This is accessible to you whether you're at school or at home. If you're at home, you want to make sure you know your Clever login, but you can use a device, a phone, a tablet, or a desktop computer to access SORA and keep reading at home. I hope you'll find a way to use SORA in your daily life. Go ahead, sign in, and start searching for your next read.